From Williamstown Oval, Tanunda taking on Willaston in the seniors. Joining me in commentary today, I've got Ella Mad Dog Micken and Bailey Baz Major. Good morning, ladies.
Morning.
Morning. Great day down at Williamstown. Very excited to be here.
Yep, excellent. As long as the rain holds back, it's going to be an absolute pearler of a day.
It's going to be a fantastic day and beautiful conditions on the oval. Dryish today, and we are ready for an absolute belter of a game. Belter of a game.
It's going to be a big game here. Obviously, both comp been back and forth all season with these two teams. So on paper, this is opportunity for either to take the win today.
Yes, two really good quality teams. Willaston have been one of the standouts all year. Tanunda have come late, but they've come hard, Ella.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Willaston we're used to seeing up there in the finals footy. They're not shy from a grand final, but it's good to see Tanunda get up there and obviously starting their...
look at this quick break, Willaston.
Oh, good.
That's an excellent tackle. That's a goal-saving tackle right there.
Oh, Gemma. It's not Healy, is it?
That's Gemma Ballog. We've seen a fair bit of her as well, out in the sleeves today as well. Good to see a lot of these Tanunda girls, Miko, like you're just saying, finding their form a little bit later in the season than Willaston, who's always really on top of their game. But again, out there today, it's other one's game here.
Absolutely. As we said, ball now on the wing. That's a beautiful pick up and take.
AJ Wichello getting tackled in the wing there. She's going to be great and really detrimental to Willaston's game today. Really want to try to stick out of the mud here at Williamstown, though. This wing we do know gets quite muddy. Two other grand finals here today, so the ground's taking a little bit of a beating. But
Kimberly Fry gets the handball out.
There she is, Healy. She's going to be absolutely key in this game today. She had a ripper last week coming in.
I'm looking for Jessie Sanford to stand up for Willaston today. She is a superstar of the game, and she's the sort of player who can spark a win.
Absolutely. AJ putting the pressure on the ball here as well.
By Sullivan finding the free kick there for holding. And you really do have the three best umpires currently in the Barossa, Light and Gawler calling this game, which is a great test this game is to the BLG.
Yeah, Butchie was saying earlier that these three umpires also umpired the men's A-grade grand final last year, which is pretty cool that we've got that for the women's this year too.
And they probably
for them, so they just take them under the wing and go for a run, which is great.
See the ball up on the half-forward flank now.
Well, great tap by us shown here. Alicia Healy out of the pack. Oh, just kicks on the side of the boot, out of bounds in the 50.
So Willaston will get the chance to clear now.
I love seeing some of these original Tanunda players up in the senior footy from our junior years. You've got Sonia Calhoun out there, as well as the Howard sisters. Told them I'd give them a special shout out today.
Sonia Calhoun with the ball now. Sends it deep. Willaston's defence standing up really strongly so far.
Pretty busy in that 50 at the moment. Willaston just looking to get it out. Again, this is where Tanunda really can attack if they can get that ball out.
Where do you see the advantage for each team today? Where are their strengths?
I think Willaston's got the experience going into this final. Absolutely, they're one to always watch all season. They've been strong, but I think then it's Tanunda finding their form late in the season. It's been absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, I'm going to talk about Willaston in this case of their younger players in AJ, Ellie Ward, like you mentioned before, Jessie Sanford. When those girls get their heads up and about, they're really unstoppable.
Tanunda now really pressing this ball. They've gone backwards a little bit, but looking for a bit of space. Jessie now breaking that contest.
Back to Gemma.
Straight down the throat of a Tanunda player in the corridor. So she'll get to send it back in.
They've got these young guns again. They're the ones who are able to break those tackles and really run. Jessie Sanford again taking a great mark on the 50.
She just reads the play beautifully.
100% right place at the right time. Looking to go long here. But Sophie Watson putting the pressure off the mark. Jessie Sanford just dancing around though.
What a pick up in the middle there.
Bit of heavy contact there.
Umpire Sullivan now balling it up.
Got her done holding the ball there.
Yes, just lost the ball in the tackle.
Absolutely.
Willaston a chance to go forward now. They haven't had a lot of that so far today.
Absolutely. Ash looking to enter that 50 now, but again, Tanunda's defensive pressure, taking those marks on that 50 and entering it back to their forward.
Gemma Ballard reading the play really well as a sweeper. She looks corridor, but good intercept there for Willaston. They send it straight back.
BRG having a good kick now, looking to get it back down there. Again, Jessie Sanford reading the ball fantastically off the boot there.
They've got Lily Bornholt really, really deep, Willaston. If they can't get it past this back line of Gemma and the likes of BRG as well, they're not going to get that footy to her. She's going to have to play a bit higher.
Absolutely.
They're going to have to look to kick around those players and just be a little smarter in the way they deliver the ball.
Yeah.
You can't just kick the ball hoping it'll get to half forward and someone will create.
Absolutely. Lily not moving much from that full position. Again, that's where she's strong, but they need to be able to enter this 50
That is
right
a Bornholt trait.
Absolutely, but hey, it's where she's good at, and again, she's a leading goal kicker for our league at the moment. She's had a phenomenal season, so players like that are going to be really, really important for Willaston today. They're just got to be able to get the ball to them.
And dry conditions, it really will play into her hands if they can get the ball in there.
Absolutely. Tanunda with a free kick coming through the middle now with Healy having a kick. She's looking to go long with this one as well.
Does just that.
Sanford again.
Jessie is tearing this game apart early.
Fend off and a good kick.
Thank Delaney.
Yep.
Gone to play on. Yep, she's got it here.
Play on, and that'll be holding the ball. That will be holding the ball.
Smart by Willaston there. Well done, AJ.
AJ Uccelli putting the pressure on. Again, we just spoke about these players, these young guns who are really able to put the pressure on. Great kick into the 50 by AJ. Long ball,
good
really
distance.
hold. This is what we're talking about.
Tanunda have got players there at ground level. They get that clear and kick out wide.
Ballog to Alicia Healy here.
Healy prominent early. She goes short.
Bonnie Dodd's able to
That was a
hold
risky
that.
kick.
Absolutely. Lucky Bonnie's just got that little bit of height to her to take that kick. Kicks it long. We're looking for the likes of Sophie Watson having a run here.
Watson under pressure from two opposition players, but is good enough to lay that tackle. Wins the free kick for holding the ball. That is great desperation.
Absolutely amazing to get that tackle on the 50 here. She'll be looking to get a kick in here. She might try to have a run around and maybe get a little bit of distance on this. Bombs it long to top of the square here.
Oh, and an uncontested mark.
Absolutely great mark.
Willaston's coaching staff will be tearing their hair out over that one. Now, just offline to the left. So first score of the game goes to Tanunda. Just over 8 minutes into the first quarter of the 2024 Grand Final. Of course, the first ever live-streamed BLG Women's Grand Final. So really great to be giving the league this exposure for the co-op BLGW. Ball into the middle now. Sanford, she's under a lot of pressure. She was taken down.
She's able to get the kick there. She's, again, a good player, gets her body over the ball, and she's going to get rewarded for that when there's a bit of unnecessary contact.
She's got a number of options, players leading. She goes for the long one.
Great contest,
Everyone
AJ.
flies. Wilson, that quick handball out.
AJ Uccelli trying to get it on the boot there. They're under a lot of pressure. Tanunda girls all over it the second it gets in that 50. It's going to be a battle. This is where it's going to be. That battle is just those, forward 50 entries.
Both teams putting numbers into that area. A big punch, unable to clear the stoppage. That kick off on the ground is clever. But there's that girl, Sanford, once again. She gets a high tackle. She's rewarded. She can send the ball deep here.
Good kick.
Does just that.
Lily Bornhold in front again.
Great pick up from Bornholt, and she got the handball away, but Tanunda sweeping now. Watson dropped the mark she should have taken. Was able to recover.
It is a little bit dewy out there still.
Good intercept on the wing.
Absolutely, ball's a bit hard to handle still. Bonnie Dodd's able to get it out clean.
That kick around the corner. Gained a lot of territory, but another mark taken for Willaston on the wing. Really well read.
Sarah Burns there with a kick straight back to Tanunda. The Tanunda girls now through the centre. Looking to push here.
Lakeisha Howard in the middle. Goes short and nearly set it up on a plate for Jessie Sanford.
Again, Jessie, she's just in the right spot today. Again, she's one of those players who can be absolutely game-changing, and this game, she's, again, I think we've spoken about her a dozen times already. She's going to be having a big game, I reckon.
I think that's Brittany Watt's first disposal there. She's going to be massive for this game if she can get into it a bit more.
Absolutely.
Her run through the middle is sensational.
Ashley Chomick with the ball now. She sends it back to the wing. Couldn't get that handball out cleanly. Tanunda get the kick forward. But again, Chomick there, working hard. She lost the ball, but teammates were there to back her up. Good mark for Willaston at half forward. That kick deep. They had a player on her own.
Is that Wendland down there as well?
Yep, Jess Wendland.
Heading along, looking
Lily here.
for Bornholt. Kick smothered. Lands in the arms of the Willaston player. She handballs to two players in the square. And they have somehow turned a certain goal into a rush behind.
Touched on the line, a lot of desperation for Tanunda as well. They're really looking forward to, not letting them get those easy goals either.
They come out quickly to the near side.
Good pick up.
Oh, beautiful pick up.
Oh, great.
What a weave.
Excellent, Tay.
That is brilliant work. Didn't quite finish it off, but what moves she put on there coming out of that contest.
Absolutely. Deserved that one. A lot of hard work went in there running down that wing there. In the pocket, just across the face.
Good to see the composure. There's a little bit of panic out there at the moment, so for Taylor to
and
take
that kick an absolute miscue. Luckily it falls to one of her teammates and she's able to clear with a better kick. So Tanunda go long.
Looking for Peyton Harding there. Unable to just get the hands to it again.
Sophie Watson at ground level, just putting her body in. The desperation she shows, she is a real leader for this Tanunda side.
Absolutely, holding on there for a ball up. That's a good contest.
Good work here. So another ball up, almost on the boundary at centre wing.
Ellie Ward being able to just pick
Kick
it up
around the corner. Two Tanunda players just denying Willaston the ball there.
Leave Delaney going for a bit of
Look at that move.
Excellent work. She's been busy early.
But again, Willaston's defenders across half-back just not giving them any space.
Great clearing kick.
Excellent kick using Sanford as a distributor.
Come back to AJ here.
Comes back to the wing.
Involved.
Just into space. And make sure that... Oh, that's a big hit after she kicked it. And the first quarter comes to a close with the score. Willaston leading 2 points to Tanunda, 1 point on the Burge Barossa scoreboard. 1 quarter of the co-op BLGW Grand Final in the books. What do you think, ladies?
Yeah, it's a tight contest. I think it's good to see some girls in the action. Pretty solid there by Jessie Sanford. I think Sarah Byrne back there as well. Kimmy Fry getting... is it Brookie Fry actually? Yeah, Brookie Fry getting busy early, but you got the likes of Alicia Healy that are dominating from that back line here and clearing it out, so it's a fair bit of work between the arcs.
Absolutely, there's a fair bit going on in that middle contest. I think both teams have their key players, but both have these girls on the 50 line in their defensive zones who are just really stopping those entries, which is where both teams are high scoring, have some great goal kickers on their list. If you can keep it away from those girls, it is anyone's game out there.
With both teams setting up really well across halfback, which team do you think is best suited to breaking this game open by taking the game on and running through the middle of the ground rather than just kicking it from halfback to half forward?
I reckon Tanunda's physicality is going to be a massive factor in this game. I think they'll start probably putting their bodies in there a little bit more now that it's such a tight contest. It'll just depend on whether Willaston's willing to put up with it and match it, or whether it's going to get in their head. So I think that's going to be probably a bit of a game changer.
Absolutely, and we just got to see what team's able to go the distance there as well. Obviously, Tanunda's had a great last couple of rounds, but Willaston's having that experience going all the way through to the grand final and being able to push games out for 4 whole quarters. It's exciting to see. Again, once we get through these quarters, as time keeps going on, we'll see who's able to hold their fort.
Willaston just seem to have a better structure where they are able to take their time and kick to the right area to a player who's worked into space, whereas Tanunda, there's a lot of just kicking down the line.
Kicking and hoping, yeah, for sure. They've got some key players here that are still yet to get themselves into the game. I mean, they've got a lot of Sandful experience in that side that once those girls start stepping up a bit more, hope to see some more link-up play. But you're absolutely right with Jessie Sanford and that solid head on her shoulders. She's, been hitting some good targets. AJ also in there, clearing that space.
Absolutely, and as time comes across and we're able to see these forward entries, we're going to be able to see the girls, like we've said, getting those forward entries, pushing it in. Alicia Healy's been great, really trying to get it into that forward 50, but it's about linking up with those goal kickers that we know so well out here.
And it's such a luxury for Willaston to have a player like Sanford, an elite Sandful player at the Eagles, just in their team to give them that extra polish.
Absolutely, and like we've spoken about, is both teams have a few key players like that as well. So good to see both sides reaching this grand final, being able to put forward a full strength team as well. Obviously, when they faced each other during the season, we've had a few injuries here and there, weeks off for the girls. But it's good to see that this is going to be a hard battle out here. This is anybody's game.
As both teams head into their positions now. Second quarter, this is going to be a really pivotal stage of the game. Last week in the prelim final, Tanunda blew Angerson away in the second and third quarters with their run and just their drive relentlessly. Players like Watson were brilliant last week, and I'm just wondering if she can back that up again today.
You see, they're bringing Lily Bornholm into the midfield here for Willaston. Give them a bit of drive through. That'll be great with that strong body contest.
Absolutely. I think she's going to want a little bit of the ball as well early. Obviously very quiet for her in that first quarter. So.
And we'll have a repeat ball up in the middle. As both rucks engage. Good pick up there for Tanunda. She's off and running.
Alicia Healy, those clearances are so important.
And Willaston have got players here in support, but they dive on the ball, so we'll have a ball up inside Tanunda's forward 50. And Sophie Watson drifting towards the forward pocket there on her own. Umpire's going to restart once again.
Really tight man-on-man contest there as well. You can see every single player is standing right on their...
Tanunda getting that little kick out, but Willaston have got a player at the back of the contest, so she sends it back the other direction.
Here's BLG having a little bit of a rundown.
And here she comes.
Big kick from the 50.
That is an excellent kick to a dangerous area, put a lot of pressure on Willaston's defence, but BRG's a player who really can turn it on for Tanunda. She's one of the heart and soul players of this Magpies outfit, has been part of their junior women's program for a long time, and is really what they've built their team around, players like her.
Absolutely, she's a player who can just hold her own out in the field wherever they kind of put her and shuffle her and need her. She can work into that position too. Great player, great coach.
So ball up again, deep in Tanunda's forward pocket. So we see Willaston clearing now. Sanford out there, but she's behind on this occasion. Just sees her opponent over the boundary line. The last touch rule means that Tanunda get the free kick.
Great kick.
That's an excellent pack mark taken there.
Kimmy Fry. There with
got to be a
hands.
Fry with hair like that.
And straight to her sister out in the wing there. BLGW with the ball again. Oh, great tackle.
That's a fantastic tackle there.
Thing about those big contests against BLGW is once she's had a couple big hits, she's on and she's in the game. So I think they'll probably work in her favour.
Some players do need that little bit of contact just to get themselves into the mode.
Alicia Healy having a run.
Look at this.
She's exceptional. Great kick.
Flying shot on goal. Just goes across for a minor score, but that is going to put Williamson's defence in two minds for the rest of the game, knowing that she can break that contest and take the game on.
Tanunda with numbers down here as well. They're really looking to attack this ball. Healy getting the hands
Here come Tanunda. That handball towards the goal square, but no one there to receive. So Willaston are able to see that through for another minor score.
Willaston really under the pump here, and they actually have a lot going for them down further ground, so it's going to be interesting to see how they play it out through this Tanunda defensive pressure.
Now she's got the chance to clear the defensive 50. She does just that. Heading towards the wing. The ball goes over the boundary line, so Tanunda will send it back from where it came.
Willaston playing very close to that boundary ball there. They're looking to be able to link up those kicks.
That is a massive kick into the forward line. Finds space. And that ball just trickles over the boundary line, so Willaston get it back. But there's no way they're going to be able to send the ball back as far as it came in there. That was an excellent entry.
But again, looking for that really, again, just hugging that boundary a bit tight with those kick skills.
Tanunda are set up really well behind that. Willaston are going to have to do something different and show some courage to try and break out of there. That's an excellent tackle. Watson had no chance of getting out of that. Good pick up there for Tanunda.
Alicia
That's the one. Healy's been threatening for the last couple of minutes, and exactly what she's done all quarter, just hitting that contest at speed. Clean pick up and got the kick away for the opening goal of the match.
Willaston are in a pretty difficult position here in regards to players like this. Like, do they put someone on Healy and try and shut her down early? But, you know, that's at the risk of losing one of their own key players to the game. So she's going to tear the game open if they don't do something about it.
They absolutely have to stop her hitting contests at that with no buffer on her. They just need someone to have some body contact, not let her hit that contest running straight line. Ball back in the middle now. Tanunda sending it forward. Fry got her hand to it, but couldn't mark it.
Good pick up.
She comes back at ground level. That ball smothered. Willaston player put her head over the ball. She was rewarded with a free kick.
That's Chomic, very smart player as well. She's had a lot of experience under her belt on the field, so great to see she's fit in very well down at Willaston.
The ball popped off the side of her boot. Good mark there for Tanunda on that occasion.
Eve Delaney. She's done well.
Good kick.
Straight down the guts. But by Sonia
Beautiful
there.
pick up there. Back to Delaney, and she goes long. That's a
kick.
really good kick. Bounces sideways.
Great tackle pressure there.
And that's excellent tackle. She's rewarded with a
Ball up.
no ball up. I thought it might have been holding the ball momentarily.
Close, very close.
That tap down, Watson was there, but it just went past her. And it's good to see a big crowd here today. Almost no parking spaces left inside the ground.
As shown, playing it short to herself out of the tap there.
Just went to ground. Ball trickles over the line. So we'll have a ball up in the forward pocket. Players fighting now.
Yeah.
Nowhere to go on that occasion. She tried to break the tackle repeatedly, so free kick for Willaston.
Ash having a big kick here. She's got good distance.
No mark. So everyone dives in once again.
Just done well there to break that
Excellent
tackle.
handball out of the
Ellie
contest
Ward
there.
Kick to the centre here.
BRG.
once again turns, kicks around the corner.
Great bump by Taylor Williams there,
Taylor
breaking
Williams.
through the tackle. Excellent kick. Front on contact.
Front on contact. Free kick paid. Good call by umpire Nowak on that occasion.
And that's Jess Wenlin getting that kick as well. She's great in a marking
Yeah.
contest.
Jessie Sanford running down on the wing there in a really dangerous spot. If they can get this ball moving quickly.
And she is all on her own. How is the most dangerous player on the field that far open?
Oh, I just wish she had a look.
And that kick around the corner.
Looking for Lily Bornhold now, but again, very deep
Hits
there.
grass. And again,
Great
Sanford
pick up.
completely on her own at the top of the goal square. Willaston just need to get their hands on this ball if they want to take advantage of that. Now she's manned up.
Again, Williston's just got their smart players. They just know right place at the right time.
And Sanford, you can see just smart. She didn't stay at the top of the goal square once she was manned up. She's drifted a bit further out from goal, just taking that defender out and creating space. A good tap from the Tanunda ruck there. That kick off the ground lands straight in the arms
Chelsea
of...
Warner here. She's a good young player for Williston. Looking for that re-entry kick now.
That's excellent tackle
Tanunda
pressure by
player
Williston
took
here.
the game on, but no prior opportunity. Umpire will ball it up. Williston really turning the screws now. Beautiful pick up there. That kick on the outside of the boot. Straight
Warner
back.
again, being able to hold that 50 line. Looking across to Jessie, who's also free on the 50. That positioning of those players is so key to locking the ball into their forward 50.
Some excellent defensive work for Tanunda there. Wilson players just getting the ball out. That kick
Jess Wenlin
crucial
here.
into space.
Has a kick. Lily Vaughan.
Lily Bornhold
unlucky.
had two bites at it. Wenlin again almost went off the ground, but Tanunda player was able to get her hands on it. The ball
Defensive.
coming back out. Warner once again at the fall of the ball. She's fighting hard. She laid a good tackle on Watson to ruin that kick.
Good on by Reece Chamings here against Neve Delaney. Young slight player against her. She's held her own well. But you're right, what you said before about, Tanunda are getting plenty of clearances out of this back line, but they are just kicking and hoping.
And a beautiful take there, running away from the contest. But she's kicked to a one-on-one. Luckily the ball beats both those players. Fries there. She keeps the ball in front of herself, picks it up nicely, and just settled for that kick.
Wenlin out of the 50 now, just looking to get the hands to Jessie. Smart play by Jessie.
Clever underground handball there. But that was excellent composure shown by Fire coming out of defence on that occasion.
I think Williston's got these players who are so versatile. You know, we see the Jess Wenlins who
Good
comfortable
handball
kicking
back.
goal, but
There's Sanford. She
great push.
tried to give the don't argue, but got caught.
Jess Wenlin again, beautiful
Kick
hands.
forward, Wenlin, she's there.
Reece Chamings running into the centre of the centre of the 50 here.
Wenlin goes long. Willaston had a crumb over there. She couldn't quite get her hands to it.
Players are there for Willaston. I just think these girls are just got to, take a breath and put their head up as they're entering the 50, because there's girls who just have a few metres on their.
Yeah, they're kicking straight back into where the balls come from, so they're not actually turning their heads, get their heads on a swivel, and they're going to see some players open up that ground.
Willaston have got players at the fall of this contest again. They've got the numbers around the fall of the ball on every occasion, it seems.
The girls have got so much space in the forward line, the Willaston girls. They've just got to get the
Beautiful
ball to
pick
them.
up there. That's a great tackle. There was no way she was getting out of that.
As shown.
As we are 12 and a half minutes into the second quarter of the 2024 BLGW Grand Final.
This Shari Wilson here, taking the kick. So I wonder how she's going playing against her old club. Obviously used to play for Willaston, so
very comfortable in a grand final, but regularly in the other Guernsey.
Good run down the, and that's a downfield free kick for a player who was felled after she kicked it.
I did read Shari has played 7 grand finals in the last 6 years, she reckons.
Phenomenal.
7 in 6 years is impressive.
It's not too bad.
Stats aren't too bad at all. Shari's a great player, and again, a loss for Willaston at the end of the day to see her go to Tanunda, but Tanunda, again, very happy to have her within the club.
As Watson now, she pops up just inside the forward 50. She's going to have to find a player with this kick. Heads in. Willaston have got numbers there. Well taken off the pack.
Great kick.
Excellent
Fry.
kick.
Great run on the wing here, Reece
Good
Chummings.
try.
Just off their
outnumbered.
footings,
Tanunda have done well to shut that down because Willaston had an opportunity to break free there.
Absolutely. Fry girls being really strong out there, as per usual too.
Ellie Ward against Alicia Healy here. This will be interesting.
Good match.
Excellent work there, going back by hand.
Great Shepherd. Well done, Ellie.
Lovely take there from the Willaston player. Kick landed just inside the boundary.
Couldn't find that clean kick into the 50 there, but great running by Ellie Ward, able to pick up a few crumbs there and get a kick off. A lot of voice out in the field, which is great to hear, both teams.
Tanunda to bring the ball back in here. They come down the line. Willaston good off the pack there, but she was claimed immediately. Excellent tackling work from Brittany Watt. Warner doing the ruck work for Willaston on that occasion. As the siren goes to end the second quarter, so half-time of the 2024 Co-op BLGW Grand Final. Really living up to our pre-game expectations, isn't it?
Absolutely. This is as tight as anything. One goal out of Tanunda is not a massive scoreline, and I know that Willaston's out there putting the pressure on as well, so it'll be interesting to see how this opens up in the second half.
Tanunda have definitely been up and about. Even at the start of the game, you can see they're full of energy and they're just happy to be here. So hopefully Willaston can match that energy second half of this game.
Really polar opposites that quarter. First half of the quarter, Tanunda doing all the pressing and looked like they were going to force some scores, but Willaston's defence stood up. Second half of the quarter, Willaston had the ball almost exclusively in their forward half, but Tanunda just clinging on. Willaston not taking advantage when they could.
Absolutely, and I think the Willaston girls are going to be pushing really hard. 3 teams in the grand final today as well, both their 13s and 16s. Unfortunately, losing to Anguston and Light in the 2 grand finals before today. So I know that the Willaston crew and all their support crew is going to be pretty hungry for them to get on top today.
Yeah, absolutely. Willaston need to score early in this next quarter just to keep their heads in this game. I think if Tanunda get on the board again, it's going to be a pretty hard battle for them to get back into it.
Absolutely. If Tanunda are able to camp the ball in their forward line like they did for the first half of the second quarter, I just think that they will force some cracks in that wall eventually.
Absolutely, both teams just putting the pressure on defensively. We've seen a lot of big tackles and also a few sloppy free kicks though within those tackles. I think the girls are out to try to stop the players getting through, but it's all about doing that cleanly and calmly to get the ball at the end of the contest.
Who are the key players you've noticed so far for each team?
I think, again, the scorer here for Tanunda, Alicia Healy's been great running out the centre there, but then you look at the flip side, Jessie Sanford, defensive on the line there for Willaston, has been great, but I think Chelsea Werner for Willaston's been really great on that 50 line as well. So it's, again, forward v attack, this is a very matched game, I think. Again, I don't think one player is going to blow this out of the water. I think it's going to have to be a massive team effort from either side.
It was interesting, they put BRG on the wing against Sanford there, and I think Jessie probably didn't have as much impact in that quarter as she did in the first. Still super important for them, but hopefully she can get herself back into the game. Just her directional voice and setting up the players on the field is pretty impressive for a young girl, so yep. I think she will be really important. The times that Taylor Williams has had ball in hand, she's been excellent with it. Just got to get herself around it a little bit more, and as shown in this side here, rucking and working through has been excellent.
Yes, Baz, I've got to agree with you. Warner really impressive in that second quarter.
Younger player for them, but I think again she gets out there
holding her spot, not getting sucked into that forward 50, just staying back along half forward and letting the ball come to her.
Absolutely. And
also
again,
backing up in the ruck.
100%. She's, again, versatility in a player. This is what you need in games like this. She can get put anywhere and really impact this game and impact this quarter, especially going into third quarter. The girls are going to start getting tired here. Again, a few big tackles, a few big hits. A little bit of water underneath the grass here at Williamstown as per usual as well. So I'm sure it's going to get a little bit sludgy and a bit heavy on the legs too.
Yes, getting ready for the third quarter, the premiership quarter. This is the one that they've played all year for.
So will this be the last women's game we see at this Oval?
It will be, yes.
Yeah, how exciting. Did see.
Moving to their new home at Lyndoch next season. So we're farewelling one of the coldest places in football.
You know what, I imagine Barossa are going to have a senior team next year with those new facilities. Baz, I know you'll be pushing for a side to come back.
Mate, I might even pull the shorts back on next year, Miko, and I'll see you out in the field there, mate, as well. Don't you worry.
You'll be mic'd up.
I'll be running.
As a social media sensation, that's your duty.
I'm very much looking forward to it. We're going to have a great home there at Lyndoch as well. It's going to be great.
Yes, and just so many positives for the co-op BLGW moving forward as that kick off the ground sends Tanunda forwards. But the inclusion of a Riverland team in the competition next year is really exciting.
Yeah, that is absolutely. It's going to be a big push as well. We've had a few girls travelling every single week for seasons to play in this league. So if they're able to get a very competitive team across as a Riverland area, absolutely, it's great. Great. Anything building for this league is a positive.
It's just going to add more depth and talent to the league.
Absolutely.
And it'll be more eyeballs on the BLGW, which is great for naming the right sponsors like the co-op.
Absolutely, 100%. And I think, again, it's good to get more girls involved. This league's growing. The quality's growing. This is, completely...
The quality is so good. The under-13 game this morning, to see young girls playing the game and being so good at it, just their love of the contest and their families around it is... reassuring.
This is community footy. This is country community footy.
But it's seeing girls who love the game, playing the game and having that opportunity is so good.
Here comes that push from Willaston.
Fry sends the ball forward.
Great contest there.
Good pick up at the foot of the contest. Bornholt just barges through that tackle.
This is important here for them.
Just offline, but
and this is
Bornholt able to just burst out of that tackle.
Willaston's going to push here. Again, they want the score on the board and they're going to come out firing. They want to get that lead. They haven't had the lead all game, so they're going to be really pushing to get a goal back here.
And this has been the scoring end all day in the previous two games. That kicked back in to a dangerous spot.
There, girls.
3 Willaston girls in the centre there. But
good pick up here for Tanunda. Kicks on the run.
Sanford
but Sanford has set up in the perfect spot. And she's the ideal player to inject the ball back into the forward line.
Lovely kick.
Fry couldn't quite control at the back of the contest, but here comes Tanunda once again.
Healy clearing that
Good
out.
kick out to the wing.
Shania now battling with
Watson now, she's there. She gets taken to the ground. Good saving tackle there for Willaston, but Watson really on the spot.
Again, these faster players on the wing, great to see them having some good contests today.
Good ruck work from the Willaston ruck on that occasion. That kick off the ground, out of the contest.
Bonnie Dodge trying to get a touch here.
Good tap back there, that's really sneaky. Fry's there, over the ball. She got the handball out, but the umpire said no, I'll ball it up. Danger early for Tanunda here. Willaston pressing.
Tanunda really trying to lock this in. They know this is a dangerous spot for
Willaston have got players set up for the kick down the line, but you notice on the opposite side of the field and through the corridor there is no one. So if Tanunda get a chance and can move it through there, it is going to open up. Free kick paid here.
A few unhappy supporters going around at the moment. I think Alicia Healy definitely is pretty lucky to come away with this free. Umpire might not have been able to see it, but this is a dangerous player to have ball in hand.
And again, the corridor completely open. But she comes down the line.
Not Bailey there.
Tanunda have got players at the fall of the ball here. She's wrapped up, so we'll have a ball up almost on centre wing. Good tap from the Willaston ruck. Excellent play there.
Just on the boundary line
Ball
here.
almost went out. Got smothered by her own player on that occasion. You don't see that very often.
Probably Willaston lacking a bit of communication out there at the moment. A few players going for the same footy or not going for the footy at all.
Yeah.
Leaving them.
But Tanunda just going in hard, regardless of what's in front of them.
Schneich now
That
is
kick
able to
into
get
the middle, that's dangerous. You got Sanford now.
Up against
She's got some
BLG.
space to work in.
Sam just cleans that up.
Great composure.
Kick to her team there. That's excellent work. Great defensive work from Watson on that occasion. Tanunda win that tap. Good hands at the bottom of the pack. Wilson player just couldn't break free. Her arms were held. So we'll have a ball up almost in centre. Wilson Ruckman got up early but missed the ball. As you see, a free kick being paid here. Going the way of Willaston.
Just for a throw, I think.
It was incorrect disposal there.
And if she looks up, she does have a player on her own at centre half forward.
Again, just that slow movement of that ball has led them down the boundary again.
And that's the best mark of the day we've seen so far. That was Neve Delaney. She got up, controlled the ball enough.
Ash Shone just trying to get the hands on there, but just again outmarked there.
That's an excellent chase down smother. And the ball stayed in. She was able to pick it up. Couldn't quite get the kick away under pressure. Delaney did just enough.
Again, Ash able to clean up her own.
Good contest there by Jessie Sanford, putting her body on the line against Bonnie Dodds.
That kick, a little bit of a scupper, but it's going to work for Willaston. This kick now deep into the forward line.
AJ's having a fair run here.
Tanunda have got some space here to work with. They just kick it out wide. They just want some air to breathe now. So Willaston first to the ball. Good work by hands. Back to Sanford. She's tackled. That's
BRG.
Excellent work. BRG really having an impact now.
Good grab.
Shutting down the most dangerous player on the ground.
Great gather by Kimmy Fry there. Reece Chamming's getting busy as well, which is great to see.
Ball just spills out now to the front of the pack.
Good hands by Reece.
Good
AJ.
back handball there. Kick around the corner. Tanunda had a player on it. She couldn't mark
dangerous
it.
here. Oh, great tackle.
Great
Excellent
defensive
tackle.
pressure.
Ball spills down. Willaston have got players. That handball over the top to a running player.
Ellie
She
Ward.
runs into the open goal. That's the goal Willaston have been searching for.
A lot of players with a touch to get it there. But great to see hands and kicks straight to Ellie
Excellent
Ward.
positive work there by hand. Just putting the ball in front of her and letting her run straight through.
I actually think we might need a score check up there. I think Willaston are on 3 points also. Is there a way that we can get that looked at?
It is 1 goal 3 to 1 goal 3
You're correct, you are correct.
on the Birdsboro off the scoreboard.
So scores are even. It's exciting.
Scores are even, which is great. Again, Willaston been hungry for that goal, and to be able to enter that 50 again wasn't the cleanest entry we've seen, but absolutely it got there in the end, and Ellie Ward being able to run through.
They needed to be able to get the first goal of this quarter. If Tanunda had gotten that one, it really would have put Willaston on the back foot.
Just got to keep up with it now, Willaston again.
Tanunda going forward. Good work there. Getting to the front of the contest. Ball now. Ball up just inside the forward 50 for Tanunda. Tanunda ruck just standing and holding her space, letting the Willaston ruck jump. But the Tanunda player just reading the ball better as it comes down. Big tackle again, so we'll have another ball up. Both teams just happy to lock it in for the moment.
Absolutely, and Willaston tight on their defence in that 50 as well. No players free for Tanunda.
And no players from either team sort of working away from this stoppage to try and create space or pull players out of it. Tanunda Ruck wanted to grab the ball out of the contest there, but she decided not to.
They've pulled Bonnie Dodds into this contest here. I think she's an absolute utility, isn't she? She could be playing ruck, but they don't need her with those Howard girls here, so
Absolutely.
she's dangerous in this spot with that booming kick.
100%. If she gets on that 50 line, there's well and truly a chance that she's going to get a score on the board.
Good work there for Tanunda. Great little handball in the pack. Warner was at the front of the contest. She saved it.
Again, all the players flooding into that 50 now, really making a lot of congestion in that 50 for Tanunda trying to get the score here.
Tanunda needs some of their forwards to try and suck their defenders out. That kick
Good
around
work.
the corner.
Oh, well done.
Great work on the goal line. Goalkeeping effort. And that quick kick coming straight out. Excellent work there. Tanunda just not letting that ball out. Well, the work on the goal line was certainly impressive.
That was great. I was up out of my chair, mate. I thought that was going over, but great save.
You were about to explode. I could tell.
Great to see again. That's just hard work and just knowing where to be as a defensive player. That you know these girls can make the distance, be in the right spot there, and that's saved a lead.
I think it was just brilliant to make sure they didn't even concede a point there.
100%.
In a tight game like this, anything helps. So,
Considering
really
last
well
year's
done.
grand final was decided by a point.
Yeah, absolutely. They're looking dangerous here, Tanunda. Willaston might have to get some players in.
Yes, Willaston are going to have to look at perhaps putting another player or two behind the contest just in case. So that kick out of the pack could go anywhere.
Behind.
Got another minor score going the way of Tanunda. So that'll put Tanunda ahead by 1 point.
Tanunda's just got all these defensive players now setting up on that 50. Looking to lock this one in.
That long kick just means that it's going to be to a pack and every chance it'll come back again.
You look at that defensive setup from Tanunda and you really wouldn't know what side to go. You've got Biaggi and Gemma set up on that that far wing, and Britt Watt as well. And then you've got the Howard girls and Bonnie Dodds on this closer side.
Absolutely, every kick's a dangerous
one.
That's a
pretty daunting kick out.
They go long down the line. Willaston player was held before she got to it.
She's done well here, keeping in front.
Just paddling the ball along. Picks it up nicely now.
Jessie Wenland there.
Kick on the right. Another player was in front. She couldn't get two hands to it.
Would be a good contest.
She's there now.
Great bump by Lily.
Great fair bump there. That's excellent play from Bornholt.
Jess Wenland.
Wenland with a good handball over the top.
Great tap.
Great tunnel ball tap there. That's clever footy. That's cerebral stuff.
It's a bit off the ball there. A bit unlucky.
Handball from the Tanunda player. Set it to a dangerous spot. Unfortunately, Fire couldn't get the ball to her foot and was penalised for holding the ball. So Tanunda will get a chance to clear here.
Great desperation in there by Britt and BLG.
Absolutely. Willaston did their best to try to clean that one up, but just couldn't get a clean hand or a clean kick off there.
Excellent spoil by Kimmy Fry. Ball comes back in.
Good tap there from the Tanunda ruck.
Smart play here.
Into space. Desperate move there from the Willaston player to drop to the ground and just grab the ball.
This is a tight contest out here.
With nearly 14 minutes played in the third quarter.
Done well here, Ashone. Oh no, that was Taylor Williams, sorry. Entering the 50.
And what a mark.
Caitlin Stafford with a mark out of the pack. Great defensive player.
That is enormous. Anywhere on the field that would be great, but to do it in defence. Great take there. That kick around the corner. Good work. Good shepherd from Watson. Well.
Caitlin Stafford, that mark in the defensive, that pack is game-changing. Got to lock that in at this stage of the game. Such a tight game. You don't want to...
20 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Willaston going back into attack. Tanunda into attack here, all over the place. But Sanford bringing the ball back out.
Excellent kick. You get nervous as soon as it enters either 50. Like, the intensity there and the effort from both teams defensively has been excellent.
This is one of the most enjoyable games of football I've watched all year, at any level.
This is tight. This is tight as anything. Again, both teams pushing hard. Points matter. Those defensive marks, they matter here. So
three-quarter time, 2024 Barossa Co-op BLGW Grand Final. Tanunda leading 1-4 to Willaston 1-3. That was an amazing quarter of football. Not high scoring, but it doesn't need to be good football.
No, that's right.
Is there anything that we haven't seen yet that is going to happen in this fourth quarter? There's so much potential.
This is it, right? This is the last quarter of the season, and I think both teams are going to throw everything at it. So I'm suspecting it's going to be a pretty hard-hitting final quarter. I think it's actually been a lot tamer than I thought it would be. Some big hits and some big tackles, but they're all getting straight back into it. I think this is probably the quarter that we'll see some bodies thrown around.
Absolutely, it always gets, again, both teams are known to get pretty fired up as well. Both teams want this, they're hungry for it, so I think it's going to be a massive quarter.
Now, Mad Dog, put your coaching hat on for me. If you were Willaston, what would be your move?
Said it earlier and I'll say it again, someone's got to tag Healy. She looks tired though. Her work rate heading into the defence line is pretty full on, but her work rate getting back up into their forward 50, you can see if she wants something going, she's going to make it happen. So I think she's probably going to be the player to break the game open if they're not careful. Willaston, I think they've just got to keep their heads up in terms of looking for a target. They've probably been the cleaner side, I think, with their kicking. But yeah, entering 50, they probably rush a fair bit. I think they get put under the pump, so they just got to get a bit more composure behind them. But I think they can do it. They got enough belief in them.
They're looking pretty fired up, looking at the huddles as well. Plenty of noise coming from Willaston. I think these girls are really getting into it. Both teams, plenty of supporters on the sidelines as well. I think everyone really wants to bring this one home.
I think, as you mentioned, there are some tired players out there, and they deserve to be. They've put in a mighty effort. I still think Lily Bornholt's got a part to play in this game.
Absolutely.
She only needs to take 2 marks and the whole game can change.
We've got the 2 leading goal kickers of the BLGW out there, Lily Bornholt and Kiama Witch at 4 Tanunda as well. So looking at the quality of players they've got on this field, again, it's only a matter of kicks that anything can happen here. And again, getting some goals and getting some points on the board here will be key. Again, whether it's a behind, whether it's a goal, it can blow this game right open.
So we've taken Ellie Ward out of the midfield here, sitting her up forward. They've got Taylor Williams starting on ball there, as well as Ashley. I can't pronounce that last name, you know. I'm no good at pronouncing these. Is that Ashley? Chomick, there you go.
Very simple.
It is simple, thank you very much.
It's not Lepodiak.
No, I get nervous. They'll tell me off for pronouncing them wrong.
You don't even get fined at the Kapunda Footy Club, surely.
Only a fine, that's right. A couple beers.
Ball back to the middle. Last quarter of the year, Barossa Co-op BLGW football. It's all on the line. 1 point the difference.
Great tap here.
There she is, Alicia.
Out of the middle, Alicia Healy. What drive? That left foot kick, superb. That clears the whole contest. Unfortunately, they run over it there. Williston's defenders, desperation.
Well done, Kimmy Fry.
Fry,
Bonnie
once
Dodds.
again, that's a family trait, that clear and kick out of defence.
Bonnie Dodd strong for Tanunda again, setting up that 50. This is going to be a boomer of a kick coming in here.
She can send this deep.
And it does just that. That is huge. No one able to take the mark.
You wouldn't. I don't think I know any other player, probably other than Rosie, that can kick that deep into 50 from that point on the ground.
And it's a good kick. It's an accurate kick. It goes right where she wants it to go. And again, that can change this game.
Just a beautiful drop punt. Great exponent.
Cool for holding. Frida Taylor Williams here.
Williston a chance to clear. This is vital for the Donnybrooks. That's a bit of a floating kick, but a good mark taken there. Biaggi sends the ball in.
She loves that pocket, Biaggi.
And what a mark taken by Warner. She was collected heavily there. Gets up. Looks a little ginger, but it's a grand final. You wear that. Kicks on the left. Just cleared that pack.
And by Jessie Sanford.
Tap over the back. Good pick up there for Tanunda again. But Williston have got numbers there to be able to shut that down. So we'll have a ball up just outside the forward 50.
This is probably the most difficult spot for Williston, I think, coming out of this defensive 50. Like getting it over this wall that Tanunda can set up has proven pretty difficult. But once they're out, they're looking good. They're looking dangerous.
Good pick up there. Tanunda on the move again. And that's a match-winning tackle, possibly. If Williston can come back from here, that could be the tackle that does it.
Not a lot of movement here. The girl's looking a bit tired.
Oh, that's a
touch off the boot. That's a touch off the boot as well. Paid a mark though.
Williston now, they're in a position from here. They can clear, but they've got to be smart about it. They go long, straight to that pack again. Plays into Tanunda's hands. But that kick around the corner.
They're dangerous, Williston. If they can surge this ball forward.
Just needed to take that ball cleanly.
Put on by Ellie Ward holding that up.
So we'll have a ball up. It's almost on centre wing.
Biaggi just left free here.
That kick out on the full. So Williston will get that. And Jessie Sanford's on the spot. She'll take the kick. Good player to have the ball in hand. She goes short, hits a target. That's clever. Just working their way through Tanunda's defence. Sanford's back in the middle. She was open. Ignores that option. Goes long.
Williston just got to work down now to help lock it in. A bit stagnant.
I think the girls are pretty tired.
Yeah,
There's not a lot of movement out here.
The voice has dropped from both teams as well.
Absolutely. This is when the girls really need to lock on and just stay focused, because this is the time in the game where you just cannot let anyone break through. Again, anything matters here, points.
Another ball up. Neither ruck able to control that, so players just dive in at ground level and we'll have a repeat ball up in the same spot. But perfect conditions for a game. This has been a great showpiece of women's football. Tanunda now with the break into space, but there's Fry. She picks the ball up on the run, sends it deep.
Ellie Wood, dangerous. Oh,
that tackle.
She was off there. That would have been a goal coming from Ellie Wood.
Great handball there. And that kick partially smothered.
Desperate times here. The girls are just trying to
and
get
off
forward.
the deck.
Great, Alex. Kelly sends it forward.
Ball bounces awkwardly. Goes well for Tanunda though. She was taken high.
This is that work rate from Healy I was talking about before. You know, she sends it into that 50, but she's one of their best defenders moving back in.
She's got the ball now. She's great by foot.
100% head over the ball there though, and you're gonna get rewarded. Head over the ball. She wants it.
Goes back down that same side. They've played most of the day.
Right on by Jessie Sanford.
Jessie Sanford took the ball. She was claimed immediately though. Here come the Pies. One-on-one, Willaston. They've got support there now.
Burnsy here, such
Good
a
work by
reliable
Fry.
defender. Great contest by
Sanford on that
and
occasion.
Biaggi. Yeah, bit silly off the ball there.
Jessie Sanford just chucking Biaggi out, but look, Biaggi's just got that composure to get the ball now.
Biaggi's as a family can be quite irritating, so I do get that. If Ralph or Ben are watching,
rough.
they will know exactly what I'm talking about.
Don't listen to him, Ralph. Well done by, is this Taylor on the wing here?
Yeah, smart footy.
Just getting that ball moving
footy.
forward. Don't give Tanunda time to set up back there.
Kick around the corner.
Bounce.
Gained a little bit of territory. Just couldn't quite get it out into space.
Taylor Williams, very smart player, just being able to again take that advantage there and move that ball forward. You don't want to give Tanunda a chance to set up here.
Bursting away from the contest there. That kick around the corner on the left. Just into space. Who's first onto it?
Oh, ever reliable Kimmy Fry.
Oh, Fry.
Great kick,
That
hitting
is
up Wendy.
superb. Wendland now.
Probably need a bit more composure there. Nick Matt can read that quite well, but Lily Bornholt's dangerous here.
Bornholt probably beaten for speed on that occasion.
Again, player matchups here have been so supreme.
And Fry taken down cleanly there.
A lot of desperation here at the top of this 50.
A lot of players going to ground here. How did Tanunda get the free out of that?
So free kick going to Tanunda's way.
Great tackle pressure by Kimmy there.
Tanunda player stood up in the tackles, very composed. But here come Willaston. And again the pack forms.
Willaston have upped their pressure this
100%.
last quarter. They definitely look hungrier.
Watson now, she's bundled out of that contest.
Here's that physicality we were talking about that was definitely coming. Again, these tackles, these girls are desperate to hold the ball in and stop this forward pressure and this forward movement.
Ball up, almost at centre half forward for Tanunda. Again, another tackle, just putting everything on the line. This is real grand final intensity.
We've got 1 point in it, and anything can happen. We've got a player down though for Willaston.
Tanunda, I think, actually. Is it? No, you're right, Willaston.
Players very concerned here.
Yeah, trainers straight out.
didn't actually see what happened.
No, neither did I. Bit going on in the contest there.
This pause actually helps Tanunda in the fact that it's going to soak up a lot of time, but might help Willaston in the fact that it gives them a chance to regather and work on how they want to work their way through Tanunda's defence.
Tanunda getting some changes here as well, just using this time now to shuffle their lines around. Hopefully not a big spill here for Willaston. I've called time here.
Still trying to work out which player this is. So stretch is called.
Yes.
Got the stretcher going out here as well.
Yes.
Not looking great.
One of the good things about BLG football and the women's football just as the same is the amount of quality care that is taken by the training and medical staff of each club.
Absolutely, we've got a lot of great support staff here, and again the Tanunda trainer actually running their board out, the closest one there too, offering a bit of support here.
Absolutely, there's no rivalry when it comes to an injured player. Both clubs willing to do whatever it takes to help.
Players coming off, just clutching the head there as well, so might be a bit of a head knock in that contest. Not
Could
great.
be.
You don't ever want to see that for any players, for any team.
And that Alex Cowie coming on to replace the injured player. And that's fresh legs for Willaston. I haven't seen much of her today. There's the Willaston legend Sam Walton running out to help with the stretcher, letting the runner get back to his job. So play restarts with the ball up. Warner with the tap. Good pick up there, but she's tackled immediately, taken the ground. We'll have another ball up just inside Tanunda's forward 50. Good take there for Tanunda. Handball was in tight to a player who was already under pressure. And we'll have yet another ball up for just 1 metre gain.
Willaston are going to have to tighten up here coming into this, their defensive end. Few free players sort of scooting out the back.
Tanunda there to clean up. BRG turns, kicks long, and that mark dropped by Fry. He's got a teammate there who can clean it up. Tanunda are applying all the pressure now. Fry once again, really good distribution.
Jessie Sanford's done there well there to shrug off the tackle, just nothing going for her.
Absolutely.
Went back to Fry, who kicks around the corner, and that'll come straight back.
Just got to switch on a bit quicker. I think Tanunda are going to try and want to move this ball.
Absolutely, trying to get it straight back in their forward 50 here. The rest of the ground's pretty empty at the moment.
Comes in high.
Chelsea
Good
Warner.
defence. Warner really having a great second half.
I'm sending it out to Burns.
Putting it out into space, backing her teammate's speed. She goes off the ground. Tanunda have got players to get there first.
Well done. Good little toe poke from Jess Wendland there.
Again, another toe poke.
Someone's got to come up high, give him something.
BRG with that kick around the corner. Watson in pursuit. She's under a lot of pressure though.
They got to get it moving a bit quicker than that. They're pretty stagnant
that
here.
Quick kick down the line. Just hit bare grass. Kick around the corner. Tanunda have got players behind the ball though.
BRG just using that calm footy that she's so great
just
at.
Just takes her time, tells everyone to just chill out. And kicks down the line. Watson's there at ground level. But Fry, she's been everywhere lately.
Willaston with numbers here. Just cannot get that ball clean off the deck here.
Their play that they were doing so well earlier, just hitting those clean targets, they seem to be probably rushing it a bit too much now. Obviously wanting to get into their 50, but their clean composure footy is what they're
kick into
good
space,
at.
But Tanunda have got numbers.
Into space again. No one's there. It's going to be a foot race here.
A little bit of a push just to create space. But Tanunda have got players there. She was dragged down off that. The umpire was right there. Umpire Prentice with a great call. So that's a free kick going Tanunda's way. She'll be kicking this from almost at the 50, so range is going to be outside of her capabilities, you'd think. But she can put this into a really dangerous situation.
But again, a bit of time here to get the footy back, so Tanunda's able to move through. Watson here, absolutely no one on her right.
Watson can just turn.
I don't know.
Kick to Bonnie Dodds, who's bombed it from 50.
Good on there.
Just check the time.
Great smother.
Absolute pressure here. Wilson trying to get it out.
She's done well there, Sarah. Neve sending it back here.
We are over 15 minutes into the fourth quarter. Remember that we did have the time stop for the stretcher, so we're playing a little bit of extra time. We are in the dying minutes of the final quarter, though.
Both teams really
a 1-point lead, but Tanunda in the goal square with the ball up.
No rucks going up for this. Again, both teams just need to
Tanunda now, they've got it. She looks for the backhand ball. Got it to a play, but she was claimed immediately. Here we go. Could have taken a kick.
Here's that physicality.
Desperation now. Sanford was wrapped up.
A few shoves out on the ground here as well. Girls getting a bit fired up.
Good work there by the rucks. Pops out to the back. Tanunda, they've got a player. That kick flying around the corner. That's a minor score.
Anything at this point of the game is so important.
So that will be a 2-point lead now to Tanunda. 1 goal 5 to Willaston's 1 goal 3 on the Burge-Barossa scoreboard.
Tanunda looking to lock this in. There's only 4 players outside.
Willaston play on now. That's what they have to do. They go long. That kicker floater didn't really advantage anyone. And Tanunda sending it straight back in.
Neve Delaney, dangerous here.
And she's taken front on with a high bump.
Nothing called there.
Umpire calls for a ball up. Desperation now. Players just diving on the footy. Tanunda just... The tackling has been immense. They really have stepped up in this game. And there it is. Tanunda are your 2024 Barossa Co-op BLGW premiers.
And the Pies have just fought this one all season, all game, and they have come away with a win by a matter of 2 points.
That is magnificent, and look at them celebrate. Don't they deserve it?
What a season. Phenomenal. We've spoken about them coming into form right now at the end of the season. Disappointing for Willaston, a strong side, all class as always for them, but they're just unable to get the job done today.
Magnificent, and just some great performances individually, but as a team they were a unit.
Absolutely. I feel like again they were just able to link up the plays the best throughout this game and keep the composure where it really mattered.
But key players for the Pies, can't go past Alicia Healy. She was magnificent.
Absolutely. Neve Delaney as well had a
And
great game.
Nicola
tidying it up.
Biaggi.
Absolutely. Tidying it up when it needed to be tidied up. But Willaston had a few key players there. I think Jessie Sanford really was an absolute superstar out there today, defending that 50 line.
Yeah, absolutely. Huge mention to Nicola Biaggi. I mean, she's pulled a team together this year, first year as a player coach, and to do what she's done has been excellent. She's super enthusiastic, but I think when she had ball in hand, you could see her real leadership out on the ground. So,
but also, I think
there.
one of the turning points, she took responsibility to put herself on the opposition's best player in that second term, and really dulled the influence of Jessie Sanford, who at the time was the best player on the ground.
Yeah, absolutely.
100%. And again, props to those girls down at Tanunda. They've got a mix of girls who've been at the club right from the very start. I'm very excited to see these girls finally rewarded with a premiership, with a flag. And just to be able to have these new girls come through, some from other clubs, some down from the sample as well. Great to see their numbers boost. They're moving through and they've had an absolute cracker. A lot of people flooded out on the ground at the moment, a lot of hugs going around. Again, Willaston, so upsetting for them. They've had season after season of quality football here. They've got a great bunch of girls, great coaching staff, and I just feel, you can only feel disappointment for them to push to get to this far, to go down by a matter of points. Just beaten on the day today.
Willaston are the benchmark of BLGW football. They have been from the beginning. They started with great people in place and put great structures in place and have a great support network there for women's football. They are the leaders and innovators in everything that happens in BLGW football, and we have to acknowledge just how great they are as a football club.
Oh, they've got some amazing people involved in that club there throughout the years, especially since the nine-a-side footy had started, from the roots of this association, and to have all three teams in, I think, is a huge testament to the club themselves. I know it's a disappointing day for them, but you don't get three sides in without being an excellent club. So
absolutely, all teams battled today as well. So massive congratulations to Anguston, who won the under-13s, and Light, who won the under-16s as well. And now Tanunda.
Settle down, Mad Dog.
It's great. Wheaties. Absolutely, good to see the Wheaties out there as well. Look, Tanunda, again, props to them. I know we've spoken about Biaggi and the work that she's done behind the scenes as well, but it just goes to show that you have a good support base and really good people within your club.
It really is a whole of club effort. You can see Club President Kim Underwood out there hugging Club Secretary Kristen Falkenberg. Those two do a power of work behind the scenes at the Magpies, so we've got to acknowledge every single person at the Tanunda Footy Club who made this happen.
Absolutely, masses of crowds out there, support crews out there. Hot pies have been on the menu all season. I've said it once and I'll say it again, and it's great to see that they've come through and been able to get rewarded for their work this year.
And it's good to see a team that hasn't featured in the grand final in the last 5 or 6 years in BLGW footy coming in and having an impact, because for a while we've had the same teams at the top of the table. It's great to see new powers moving in, really spreading the love around BLGW footy. This is one of the best standard women's competitions in the state. It's getting better every year. Every week it seems to be better. The quality of games, they're close games, there's no blowouts. And as I said earlier, this is one of the best games I've seen for the year at any level. AFL, SNFL, BLG, at any level. This was magnificent. What a showpiece.
Yeah, tough contest.
Absolutely. Great footy. I know there's going to be a few sore bodies out there as well. Obviously, Ash Chomick taking a big hit there in the final quarter, so hopefully she comes up around next few days. But look, both teams put it out there, really pushed. It was anyone's game right until the very end play there. So.
Can you grab that jacket?
But yes, brilliant day and great work from the Barossa District Football Club to put grand final day on. A lot of work goes into that, and they've done a great job hosting.
100% here at the Kennel again. This is my home ground. Great to see Barossa have an absolute phenomenal day here on the track. And Lyndoch next year, I think us moving forward as a club as well, we're really excited to see the new chapter there. So it's going to be a say goodbye for Williamstown. I don't think anyone's going to miss this soggy wing here, but hey, It is what it is, and on to bigger and better things next year. So.
I can't wait to see the Bulldogs with a senior team next season.
Look,
and I want to see you out there, because I want Mad Dog and I to be able to talk about you out on the field.
Look,
social media sensation, mic'd up on the ground, that's what we want.
Don't tempt me with a good time, guys. Don't tempt me with a good time.
I actually thought you'd look good in light colours, Baz, but,
Hey, look, Miko, mate.
I don't know if you've got the money.
Hey, that's a very true comment, all right?
That's true. Hey, if there's any sponsors out there that would like to, get around light, that'd be excellent. Just give me a call. I'm unsure if either of you know the nine-a-side footy, like when we first started, first premiership to the seniors, was that?
Angaston.
It was Angaston, there you go.
Yes.
Because Tanunda, Angaston, Barossa, they were the teams to beat back when it started.
Correct.
Absolutely, and again, Willaston since then has just been so strong. Again, making grand final after grand final after grand final, and it's been disappointing to see these girls work so hard the last 2 years, especially going down in the grand final to the underdogs, if you will, and only a matter of points both times. It's just goes to show that it's anyone's game out there, and the quality of football is growing, the contest is growing, and it's great to see some good final footy.
Yes, if you're watching this and you have been thinking about getting involved in a footy club with women's footy, do not hesitate to contact one of your local BLGW clubs. Just ask and see what's happening at the club in terms of footy or women's footy. Get involved, because it's a great atmosphere, they're great places to be, and they are great environments for young women to come out and play sport.
Just playing a little bit of I Spy here. Caitlin Wendland's out in the middle of the oval in a port kit. She played in a trial game and snagged herself a goal, which is awesome, so well done, Wendy.
Excellent, and at the right club too.
That's exactly right.
She's a
BLG favourite there.
Absolutely great player. Obviously played a few seasons at Willaston, started her footy career here. Actually won best on ground, not last year, year before in the grand final as well. So it just goes to show that the BLGW is producing talented footy players coming from these key clubs, going through and playing AFLW. So
it is, and a large number of players in this handful at the moment as well. Players like Miu Endersby, who will be a high draft pick once she's old enough.
Yeah, absolutely. We have actually just having a look around, a number of Central girls out helping. So they're not necessarily playing in the sides. We've got plenty of Central girls out here, running water or the trainers, or just being involved in their local clubs, which is so good to see. It shows the country atmosphere that we love so much about the Barossa and Light.
People come back to the home clubs, and again we've spoken about BRG obviously going down to Samford, playing at a Samford level, and now coming back home to her original club. We've just got so many names that we see, whether they go to Samford, but they always return home, which is really great to see.
And to my right, Mad Dog Nicken, the perfect example of that. A legend down at Central Districts with her performances on the field, but she's come back to where she belongs.
Absolutely. Look, retirement, I think early. I think she still had a bit of gas in the tank there, Miko, but look,
if
great
you
to
play
see you
next
back.
year, I reckon that could be enough to entice her back.
Mate, I've been hurting myself just walking around, so I don't know about that, but
mate, we might need to up the physio cover, but that's all right. We'll see what happens next season.
I'm actually excited to try walking footy, or the over whatever it is that they have these days.
I don't think
footy.
you're quite there just yet, Miko. But
Rubbish.
look, it's one of those things, again, being able to be a part of something here, whether it's playing, coaching, being a trainer, us just coming on for a chat about footy as well. It's just able to come back to these clubs and just show the support for this league that I love so much, and no doubt Miko does
And
as
it's
well.
growing so much. I mean, you've got social media and media duties with women's football in the BLG. That would have been unthinkable 4 or 5 years ago, but you are a rock star of that.
Absolutely. Being able to work the last couple of years, do the BLGW show with Cotton Media and the Benchwarmers, just being able to be involved, talking about footy, making those conversations, having a weekly wrap-up that the girls can be involved in. If you told me a couple of years ago that I'd be commentating a grand final here, I would have never thought it possible for just somebody who's come from these local leagues to be able to pursue a little bit of a media side here.
And it has been fantastic having the two of you here today. That was our key focus. We didn't want men calling this game because this is the women's BLG. We wanted women who know the competition, know the players, to lend their voice to it, and that's why I'm so glad that two of you, two high quality performers in BLG, circles that were able to come on board today. I thank you both for that.
Oh, thanks for having us.
Absolute pleasure, absolute pleasure.
I'm just here to talk rubbish. I think Bazzy's got the commentating.
Again,
down
speaking of
pat.
family traits.
Look, no, it's been absolutely great here to, again, be able to sit up here, watch the game, be involved and talk about it. Talk about women's footy, women's sport, and talk about this league because it deserves the airtime.
But yes, players moving towards the presentation area now in front of the Barossa Co-op banner.
Maggie's very happy, getting the pickies, a lot of smiling faces there. Girls are absolutely wrapped. Hot pies on the menu.
And it'll be hot pies for a few days in celebrations, I believe. Could be a Mad Monday tomorrow, I'm thinking.
I was going to say, I've seen South Gawler women's team out here for Silly Sunday today, so shout out to those girls celebrating their season that was. But yeah, I think Tanunda's going to be pretty similar going into the early hours, if not straight through into tomorrow.
This is one of those moments that you never forget. Just being with your team and just that thrill, the adrenaline still pumping. You've won the game, you're waiting now just for your name to be called out to go up and get that elusive premiership medal.
Speaking of medals, Judy Calls, guys, I've actually got to go present the best on-ground medal, which is sponsored by Cotton Media, guys, so I will leave you two to it.
Thank you very much for your contribution and make sure you do a good job out there.
Hey, absolutely. I've got to touch some silverware where I can. Thanks, guys.
Okay, thanks, Baz. How lucky were we to have her today?
I know, she's very insightful.
Media sensation and just a great character of the BLGW.
Absolutely, I love her channel every week. I like to hear her wrap-ups, and yeah, she's always got... She's all over it, isn't she? She knows all the teams ins and outs, and she's a yeah, she's a cracker.
She is, and that leads us to best on ground. Your thoughts?
It has to be Alicia Healy.
Has to be. Nicola Biaggi, close second, but Healy,
yeah, I think
for mine, a runaway winner.
Yeah, Nicola Biaggi did some excellent things and some great composure, and yeah, obviously really intercepting that impact that Jessie Sanford was having.
Yes. Got to be Alicia Healy. Alicia Healy.
10.
Excellent words from Willaston coach Max Bornholt there.
Yeah, yep, he's pretty passionate dude.
A little bit going on with the Tanunda girls already.
Trying to work out who's going up to speak. Is it going to be Biaggi or her dad?
Oh, Ralph's got some natural on the microphone. And it is Ralph. Biggest cheers reserved for the captain and the coach, as you can imagine.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, wouldn't doubt it.
What a speech.
Yeah, well spoken, BLG.
Thank you so much, guys. Massive congratulations to both teams today, and especially Tanunda. Well done, girls. Shout out to Cost, who will be a lot of opportunities as well. Great to see, and I just can't believe year after year we just get that victory out here. And the top leader, best on ground from Tanunda, Alicia Healy.
Absolutely well deserved. What a magnificent performance.
Yep, she held that game.
And I think we need to actually start a campaign, maybe a petition. We need Bailey back playing next year.
Yeah,
Start the
definitely.
hashtag bring back Baz.
Well, I think she will be a driving force for that.
Bring back
team.
the Baz. And there they go. Now the celebrations will begin in earnest. Here they go. That iconic pose that every team must recreate.
What a great feat.
Congratulations, Tanunda. You've earned this.
Yep, excellent work. But BRG and Co.
Thank you for